Hello and welcome to Match of the Day Award Ceremony, Season 19. Boom, how are you?
Yeah, again, just to remind you all, this is obviously golden goal for penalties, so 1 goal, and that is it. Game over. Could literally go either way. Some brilliant players. Definitely
good attack here from Argentina. Is it going to be got?
It could be over straight away, and it is.
And Manic Turbo, and just in front of him we've got Farah. Manic Timber. Well, he is magic, isn't he? He's magic, isn't he?
Manic Turbo. I mean. Wow, that's almost.
I mean, he does play a little bit like a Manic Turbo, but. Sorted. Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
Alright, let's get back into business, what it's supposed to be. Exactly what.
Little interruption. Nothing
Right.
going wrong.
Mail, introduce yourself.
Something people. Thought I'd go with the fire one, but I bottled it right at the end.
Oh, mate. I was waiting for it.
Yeah,
done,
bottled
this
it.
is
Sorry about that.
Right. Let's get down to business.
I'm disappointed.
I'm sorry. The first I ruined the stream, and now I've.
No, I've ruined it all.
I'm sorry.
It's all my fault. It's all my
Baby
fault.
boy.
Right, let's get down to business. First question. What brought you to FGL?
Well, I played with Farah and Spraggs and that a while ago. Anyway, through other various means of competitive pro clubs, but they won't be named. And we was looking for a midweek league because it was a lot more convenient for who we had and what sort of days they could play. Like Tuesdays and stuff were much better than, say, a Sunday. So we looked around, and this was by far the best one that we could find. And it seemed we actually did try other ones which instead folded, so I can actually name them because they are no longer competitors to this website. So like CPC and FPC, if anyone played them, we played on those. And yeah, we was a good team, so I thought we'd try it. But yeah, it was just something to try.
Nice.
Yeah, so once a being had, always a being had kind of thing then. Came in
Yeah,
with him.
definitely.
You'll go out with him.
Oh,
Blaze of
100%
glory.
Bayonet till I die.
Oh mate, how much you tie? So that kind of leads into the next question really, is your first ever team in FGL. I mean, I'm guessing it was Farah, but what was the actual team?
The actual team? Oh, well, actually, the first team was with some other lads with like the if anyone knows the other team, who Envious are. It was with them. Like, we was good friends with them from the other sites, so we joined them. I can't remember the exact team. It was in Spain. We ended up winning the Champions League, which I didn't get the trophy for because I didn't play the final, which still haunts me to this day. But you know, we moved. And then I think we moved to. I think we took the team off him, and we claimed we'd won the Champions League, despite only like 3 of us playing for that team, 4 of us playing for that team. But you got to do, aren't you? So
No, just
I think we was
no.
like 8th that season or something like that.
Brad, you just said it was Sevilla. They're your first
Sevilla,
ever
that's the
team.
one.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's move over to question number 3 that the chat probably saw when I was faffing around with everything. What has
Yeah,
been
so
your
I'm not
best
watching it.
season on FGL so far?
Best season. I think I'll probably go. For enjoyment, I think I'll probably go the season where we won the Premier League and we won the FA Cup.
Oh, when you done the double.
Well, we did back-to-back doubles, but probably the second season, because that was our first ever league title. Like, we never won one up to that. Like, we finished second so much. Like, we were so close so many times and just never got it over the line. Like, we was a point off or 2 points off the treble the season before. So to actually win it, it was just mint. Like, and it was such a hard league. Like, you had so many good teams. Like Danny Knight's team was in there from the start. We beat them. Like we beat so many good team games. Eno's team. But probably in terms of like trophies, probably like 2 seasons ago, we're like Rickus and that. But it was more every league. We won 5 out of 7 trophies, including like late night and that, and we lost 2 finals. So we was on for the 7 out of 7, but we just couldn't do it. We lost 2 finals, and yeah, done us in really. But it was still a good season in terms of what we won.
Which one? It was the first one, wasn't it? The one where Chalky scored with the
That was the
slowest
first
nutmeg
season.
ever.
Yeah, so we won the FA Cup and Champions League that season. That was a really good season. But I think the season after was that I don't know if it's going to be a later question, so I won't say it. But that was the best season, I'd say. To win the league was really good, and then we won the league following. But it was just really good.
The good thing is with you, like you're all mates and that before, and you just kind of played for the enjoyment, and then you just started winning things, and everything started coming together, didn't it?
When we won the Champions League and all that, from the team that played in our like first ever team on that, probably we'd only signed like 3 players max. If like, everybody else had been there from the start, so to win it was like we proper like grafted to it to get that.
Yeah, well, that kind of bleeds into the next question as well. The next question is favourite team you played in on FGL and why? I mean, is there anyone else that you're going to say?
Well, it's mainly what favourite.
I'll avoid them. I'll avoid them. So, even though they played in the team, it wasn't just that team. I'd say, I think it was Super League, Feyenoord. I'd probably say that was such a good team. I think we won every single game. Like we won the cup like final like 5-0 or something. Like it was just such a good team. Like,
can you name the starting 11?
Sprags, right back. Don't know. I think it might be Farah centre back. Chirpy left back. Don't know how Chirpy is in there. Right back. I can't remember right back. But it was like Jonesy. Might have been Cole. Might have been Cole.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And then you got like Pridmore, Waterfield. Might have been Fame, I think. And Worldy maybe? Yeah, I think maybe Worldy, something like that. They're really good team. Was it Kieran?
Kieran was
yeah.
I thought it was going to be Kieran.
So
I thought it might be Kieran.
Probably them or like Barcelona, but I didn't really play that much in Barcelona because I was ill. So, but yeah, probably like them. I'd say were my best teams. Other than that, the obvious.
Right, it's probably going to be a tough one for you. What is your favourite player you ever played with on FGL?
I'd have to go, just because I owe so much to him in terms of my FIFA thing. It is probably it's a toss up between a couple of them, but go Spragsy. He saved me loads. He's closely followed by like Chalky and like Farah. But
I was shocked. I thought you were going to say.
I'd have to go.
I thought you were going to say Chalky.
If you look at my Twitter bio, it does say Chalky enthusiast. Like I do love the man, but I feel like it's more of a 50-50. But Spragsy's just like he saves us so much, so it's hard to say. He's undoubtedly the best goalkeeper on the side. If anyone says anything different, then like you just don't understand it. There's him, and then there's one coming up. Scurvy, and then Massey, and then after that.
Have you heard of Callum LFC? He's
quality.
Apparently, you see the keeper at the World Cup the other season. I've not played him enough. There's keepers out there like.
No, that was Lewis. You're thinking of Lewis. Is that Lewis guy? Wasn't it? You're thinking of.
I don't know. This keeper.
Thinking of Lewis.
I think this FIFA has shown a load of good goalkeepers just come out of nowhere because they play the way this FIFA plays compared to previous FIFAs.
Yeah. If anybody, they need the consistency of Sprags and Skirts.
Yes.
In my opinion, to them two have been on this site for a very long time and got multiple like golden gloves and stuff like that. Like
I remember you like FGL Brighton.
God knows how many golden gloves Sprags has got. Jesus.
It's got the most out of anyone. He loves his golden gloves.
Ridiculous.
Right, question number 6. What's been the worst, or other way around, worst or best match you've ever played in on FGL?
What's the question, sorry?
Best and worst match you ever played in?
And worst?
Yes.
Oof. Best. You see, that's hard. I think I'll have to go. The one that Knight was referencing the Leicester game, the 0-0 against Gamezinho, all the way through 120 minutes. Where 120 minutes, and Chalky scored the corner from the last minute. I knocked it down. He scored it through his legs. Like that's the thing. Like up until that point, we'd not won anything. So to get that was really good. And then, but then you've got like the Champions League final, the 4-4, what you won on pens. Like there's good games, but I'd say that's the best. The worst, that's tough because don't really want to remember like your bad games, but
True.
It doesn't have to be like your worst personally. It could be like the worst feeling that you've had in a
Yeah, your most recent worst feeling.
Well, when I said we was gonna go for the 7, we lost two finals that night. We lost to Norwich on penalties, which was a fair game. They deserved to beat us. But probably the Champions League final where we was by far the better side, like on paper and in the game, and we just couldn't beat them, and we got beat 1-0 from like a really bad goal. Like that was probably the worst because it was just like you come on and then you lose both finals. It's like it's not fun.
Kicking the gut.
Yeah, and after we beat Gamezinho's team just before that in the first game to get to the final, and we'd thought we'd done the hard part and then didn't finish it off. That was probably the worst.
Yeah.
I've had better losses. I've had like worse losses, but
am I right thinking
worse
that
feelings.
night where you just said the best game where Chalky scored? Didn't you go like through 120 minutes in both games? And then
I remember
so
that.
The following game, the very next game, we won 1-0 again in the last minute. So
Yeah, I remember
it was
that.
hard. It was a difficult night. It's probably the best night I've ever done it. I don't know if that was a question. I've just ruined the question, but that was probably the best night I've ever done.
Right. I think you have already answered this next question. If you could relive any moment you've had on FGL, what would it be? I think you've answered that 3 times already.
Then after that, ooh,
it's got to be Atletico Madrid, hasn't it?
yeah, fair to speak. I don't know. After that, we've had some good nights. Probably after that would have to be the Champions League final when like we never won it as a team, and we was 2-0 up in the game. We was playing like Gaston and all them. Like we was playing a good side. We was 2-0 up. We thought we'd done it, thrown it away, got back to 3-3. They scored an extra time, and then we equalised with the last kick of the game, and win on penalties. And that probably sounds better than the Chalky goal, but it just wasn't. Like it just wasn't.
I think that was one of the first games I ever commentated on as well.
Yeah, it was. It was such good commentary as well. Like, the best commentary.
Mate,
Maybe not the
mad.
whole game, but the moment. The moment. Like the game, if you was to watch the whole game, it was rubbish. Like there was barely any chances. Sprague's made a great save from Worldy. Like I hate Worldy, but I don't love him. But I hate.
No one likes Worldy. No one likes Worldy.
It was such a good save. Yeah, probably them two are the best two.
It's that goal as well, like the Titanic music mixed with that goal.
Oh yeah,
a million times.
It's brilliant. It's unrivaled.
Right, this next one probably going to be tough for you. Name your best FGL 5-a-side team.
5-a-side.
Yes. So goalkeeper, defender.
You can,
yeah. Go on. Is
Goal-
that,
you can make,
is that
you
like
can make out your own
outfielders
five.
Or is that
Yeah,
like
no,
Yeah.
one goalkeeper, 4 outfielders.
Oh,
so
okay.
you can mix up with as many defenders, as many strikers, as many
Yeah.
midfielders as you want. Just
you see as
what
much
you
as
would
I,
think would be good.
as much as I love Spragsy. Nah. I was gonna say just as devil's advocate. Like I'm not even joking. Like his long kicking's brilliant, but his short passing leaves a little bit to be desired. So that's why I was like confident. But he's very no nonsense, but he gets in behind loads. Like so I don't know. But I'd say Spragsy in net just has to be.
Yeah, I thought it
Centre
would be.
back. I'm not gonna pick. I won't pick myself because it's 5 but obviously if not, it's me. But I go. Again, he can't really pass. But go on there. I go Chalky.
Slating everyone.
Yeah, he can't really pass, but I go Chalky, and then we'll go 1 defender, 2 midfielders, a striker. So I'd have Waterfield in there probably.
Yeah, you'd have to. be fair.
Just to like run it, I feel like he could do a bit of everything. I know I'm putting Farrer up front, so get him up front because he'll just score. Like he can't do anything else, but he will just score. And then other centre mid, I feel like you need a decent player. Oh, I'll go with Jonesy for all this.
Okay.
I feel like he can do a bit of everything. I've played with him a lot, and he deserves a bit of
He's
better
very
recognition.
solid as well. Very
Yeah,
solid.
go
Consistent and
Jonesy.
good. Yeah. Ah, that's a good shout, that is, to be fair.
Oh, that's a 5, isn't it? I was miscounting. Right, that's your 5-a-side. Another hard question, I would say.
Oh God,
If
this
you could be
question.
Yardy for 15 minutes, what would you do?
Oh, 15 minutes. You can get a lot done. You got a lot done in 15 minutes.
I did originally put it as a day, but I thought I'd change it because a day is a bit long.
There won't be a site left in a day, so I mean, I'd automatically get rid of Farah as an owner. That's the first thing I'd do, because he is just corrupt. Like, how that man's won 2 Ballon d'Ors is just a disgrace.
It's understandable. Yeah, it's understandable. I'm with you on that.
It's obviously that, but I'd make myself permanent co-owner. I don't want anything more than that. I feel like anything more than that's like you're trusted with too much responsibility then. So I just go co-owner. I'd change it so. Oh, this is tough. I haven't really thought.
I know,
about
you
this.
could do so much stuff, but then so little.
But there's things like what
Oh.
leagues would you put in?
Yeah.
We'll go leagues. I think get rid of League One. I don't really care about League One. I like the idea. Of League
We
One.
like League One. We like League
Prem
One.
Championship. La Liga. Probably. Yeah, La Liga. Get rid of the lowest hit. Have the Championship and that's it. Championship's a new League One. So, La Liga, Serie A. That'll do for me 4 leagues. Because I feel like 4 is quite an optimal amount.
Yeah, I think 4 is a
then
good
you're, like,
amount.
struggling.
Yeah.
that's a good shout.
You're struggling. And then I'd just make it like illegal for anyone to abuse me. I'd just ban them for 15 minutes. So there'd be a lot of people gone, but you know, it's got to be done.
No one can mention Wales or nails.
Oh no, definitely not.
Alright, next one. Someone on site that hasn't been manager before, who would you think would be a good manager?
Hasn't been manager before, but be a
Yeah.
good manager. I don't know if this. I imagine he probably has, but if he hasn't, you see, I don't know who hasn't, but I think Simply be a really good manager.
I think he's been
He knows
co,
what
but
he
he's never
wants.
been a manager. I think.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever been actually manager. I think Simply's be a good shout. There's quite a few. Like Pridmore's good, but he's not manager. I think he's actually just top manager, so I'll take that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
been
Chelsea,
manager
yeah.
before and then he's dropped and he's been manager.
Manager on site, so I'd be alright.
Lace up your old sandals, would you, and get out there
Yeah,
on the pitch?
I read it on
Pitchside,
some
yeah.
on some other websites, which we won't name, but I was quite good there. So yeah, I think Simply would probably be the best.
Yeah.
But I think he knows what he wants,
Mm.
and he speaks quite a lot. Like if you ever spoke to Simply, you know he speaks quite a lot.
Yes.
He speaks very fast. That's probably
Yeah, motor
probably
mouth.
the only problem. But,
I don't know how he breathes.
And,
I actually don't know how he breathes when he talks.
it sounds like he's
it's
falling
crazy.
downstairs when he's speaking. But he's a lovely guy.
Oh, brilliant.
Alright. 11th question. What's your plans for this season or next season?
We've got.
Like, what do you want to do in
Barcelona.
the season? Yeah.
Oh well, I already know. What team we're at? We're at Barcelona. Starting to like merge with the old Chelsea team, sort of, from last season, the one that broke the curse for Chelsea winning stuff. So there's already a little bit of redemption needed, but took with them. We think they're trying tonight, so I need to go at some point. But no, I've gone with them. I think minimum now. We've won the league, so we've got at least. I'd want at least to be challenging for it. I don't want what happened in last season again. But
Mm.
yeah, just challenge, try and win it, try and do the treble. To be honest, still never done it, so be nice to do.
Nice. Right, final question. Who would you want to see next on this FGL TV interviews?
See next. I go with someone a little bit wild. I like Rickus. I think it'd be a really good interview. I think it'd give you a different sort of perspective to other people, and he does not mind saying what he thinks. So
I was about to say he's a bit of a straight shooter. That's what I think.
That might be a bit.
I'd go Rickus. I think that's probably the best. He beats a lot of good people to come on, but definitely him.
Yeah.
Right, before you go, right, I've got to ask, right, Athletic were good last season, tipped as the favourites to win near enough everything, and then disaster struck. What went wrong in your opinion?
Well, you're gonna get me in a little bit of trouble here now. But no, I don't
Come on.
know. Well,
fishing.
originally I was gonna do it, like I wasn't really gonna look for a team, so I come in very late because I was never gonna get one. And then I said, I'll be a backup instead. And I think Whitty actually, who I think was a co-manager, said, you can get backup here. So I was like, alright, cool. So the first night I played, the first night ever playing with them, it was the pre-season final, where we won like 7 games and won it all. So straight from there, I was like, this is good. Like it's really good side, really good laugh. Like I thought, we'll be chilling here. So I didn't play all that much at the start because I was only a backup. And I think they took a couple of losses. Like not many, but like a couple. I don't think people were happy with the way it played. I don't think they were happy with the way it played. So obviously, certain people were saying certain things. So it's their opinion. I don't know exactly how Robert dealt with it, but whenever I spoke to him, he was always fine. And then we lost. I think the turning point was the game against Gamezinho's team. We played really well. Probably was the better side. We got beat 1-0, I think. It was just unfortunate, and after that, it felt like people wasn't as. To me, it felt like people weren't as like bought in. So
Yeah, just weren't bothered.
a couple of people ended up leaving. I don't know exact reasons, but a couple ended up leaving. One person left due to dispute in the chat over not getting picked. When they said they were getting picked, like I said, it could have been more involved, but to me it just felt like it was a way out in a sense. Like I don't know everything, but it felt like it was a way out of getting out. And then at the end of the season, like the last 2 weeks, it was just people that we was all just there just to see out the season. And we actually got some good wins. Like I don't know if anyone knows, but we don't lose on Mondays. Like that's just a fact. Like,
I've been in them teams. I've been on them teams.
Unless we play a 2-man team, we don't lose on Mondays. Like it's just a fact.
I heard about that as well. We played them the game before you. We did.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
Every night we had a different team. Like the first night we said don't lose on Mondays was we played like 3 really tough games, and we had a team of like 7, 8 players, and we didn't lose a single one of them. So like from there it was just born like, and it was just good, yeah. So in the end, I don't know. I don't think it was as bad as everyone thought it was, except for the final where. We was in the game, but I thought.
No, it's like when we played you at Osasuna. We were confident going in the game, but as soon as we started playing you, it was like completely different the way we thought the game was going to go.
I streamed back after the game, and people in your team seemed really confident. And
yeah, we were confident.
We was confident ourselves. Like we had good players still left in the team. It was just we'd not played that much together and that, and like we was just dead inconsistent. I think we was hard to beat, but
yeah, you were.
Nah, it was just one of those. And then the final, we take the lead. And then we give away the most easiest goal I've ever conceded, where there's just nobody even defending. Like, people give Robert a lot of stuff, but I think to get to a final is still a decent achievement considering all things. So I feel like he gets unfairly criticised for that, but
so Mail
could have been handled better. No, definitely
is that going to be
never
next
again.
Season?
Definitely, never again. I got asked, Farah asked me if I wanted to play it for the Christmas Cup, and I was originally like, oh yeah, I'll do it. I played like another week of CDM, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going
to get back to your chalky.
Yeah, well, not having chalky next season. He's not signing with us, so no, he's going with Richie for next season anyway. I don't know what his plans
Leicester.
are. Yeah, DJ Richie, sound guy, good mates with him, so
DJ's
it makes sense, really. Yeah, so just see how it goes.
Right.
Definitely.
Thank you, Mail, for coming on this very first FGL TV podcast. It went pretty well doing it. There was no technical difficulties in the beginning, were there?
No, definitely.
Right. Thank you, Mail. Thank you, Knight, for showing your face on camera first time in about 2 months, isn't it?
No, more than that, mate. More than that. God knows, actually. It doesn't matter. I need to get my internet sorted.
Yeah, right. Thank you for everyone coming on this very first FGL TV interview, watching along. Obviously, we had a technical difficulty in the beginning, but I see exactly why it actually happened. If you've done streaming before, you know about advanced settings and all that. With you got to tick the box for channels to go in. That's where it went wrong. Anyway, we move. That's the reason why I want to do this, so we can see what it's like when I first take over next season, season 35. Hopefully I'll see you there, and adios.